Hi, so I'm Jenna Ferrari and I was a part of the class of 2019. All through my 4 years of high school, I was a part of numerous clubs that I was treasurer for each year. And I felt I would share some of my information that Corbett has taught me. So first things first is when you are doing a fundraiser, you need to have a fundraiser sheet. And then once your fundraiser is over, you need to do a profit loss sheet. And that sheet you can get from Miss Corbett, or usually your advisor has that and it's something they can print out. When you have money, you're going to need to use this deposit slip. So make sure that you put the purpose of it right up here, and then you're going to use this for if you have any checks or money to deposit. When you have money to deposit, you want to make sure that all the money's organized, all your ones, fives, all that kind of stuff is together, and if you do have change, that needs to be rolled. So if you need change rolls, Miss Corbett will have that. Another thing that is pretty new is that there's going to be a drop box for money. Miss Corbett is the only one who can access them, and that's who you need to give your money to anyways. So make sure that before you put them in there, that everything is organized and that you're sure that all the numbers are correct. And one of the things you're going to use the most is going to be this purchase order sheet. So this is going to use anytime you need a check written or even for a transfer to another account. So the to slot is going to be who you're ordering from, and the ship to is going to be the name of the club or sport. So you'll have this on the bottom here. It needs to be signed by an advisor, the treasurer, and an administrator who takes care of all this kind of stuff. Once you have the purchase order, you can get a check written, which is going to be, you're gonna have to use the payment order sheet to do that. So paying the order of is going to be, again, to who you are ordering to, and the amount of it needs to be written out. Then you can put the dollar amount over here. You wanna put your reason for the check, and then on the bottom line here is going to be the club that it's from. Make sure you also fill out this as your numbers. And anytime an advisor needs to buy something, you can do an overestimate on the purchase sheet and then reimburse your teacher after they have bought it. When you do the reimbursement, you need a copy of the receipt from your teacher or advisor. And then when you write out the check, it can't be signed by the teacher who you're doing the reimbursement to, so it needs to be your other advisor, or if it's not, your administrator can take the place of that advisor, so they can't sign for something that they want it to be reimbursed to. And then all the papers that you get and fill out, they'll have a little yellow sheet, and you need to make sure you keep that because you need to have a binder and make sure that it's very organized. So all of the paperwork that you do, you also need a program outline, which needs to be in there, and your fundraiser forms, your profit loss statements, all your check receipts, your purchase orders, payment orders, anything that you get, all needs to be organized in the book, because by the end of the year, that stuff all needs to be in there. So if you kind of start that and do it as the year goes on, it'll be much easier to organize at the end of the year. Every month, you're also going to get a reconciliation report. So you need to make sure that the student treasurer is the one updating the ledger, whether it's online or a physical paper copy. You're just going to compare what you have with the numbers that Miss Corbett has and just sign that every month. Again, that's another thing that is required to be in your book at the end of the year. So make sure that those are organized. If you need any of these forms, Miss Corbett has them in her room, or even if you have any questions, she'll be happy to answer them with a smile.